What's up, guys? Welcome back. This is the second episode of my podcast, The Catch with Kate. Last video kind of gave a little bit of an introduction. Kind of want to dive deeper into, who I am as a player and person, and then, what kind of got me here. So, if you don't know by now, I'm Caitlin, or Kate for short. I play for Capital District Fusion, HCNU regional team, but it was kind of a hard process to get here. I'm a 2028, which means I'm graduating 3 years from now. I play second base, mostly second base, but I can really play anywhere but first catcher and pitcher. I didn't always play softball. I started out playing baseball, and naturally that turned into softball. So I'm going to give a little bit of a backstory. So I don't know how old I was when I started playing baseball, but when I was younger, I started out playing baseball, going through the local baseball little league. Like June of 2019, I started playing for the local softball organization. I played rec, and then my parents were like, oh yeah, you're gonna play travel now. So I kind of did. The first year playing travel is kind of what really sparked my interest with softball. I also was totally different person back then. I was very, very different. It was a hassle to get me to go to practice and stuff. And it was a hassle to get me to practice on my own. I didn't really want to do things outside of practice. I didn't really want to go to practice. I just wanted to play in the games, kind of, which now is completely different. We have room in the basement to have a net and a tee, so I can hit down there during the winter and stuff, because upstate New York is not the best during the winter, let's just say that. And so we have enough room downstairs to go and hit, so we do. And when I started playing travel for Rotterdam, was a hassle. I didn't really want to do that. I think that was also around the time that COVID happened. Playing during COVID was a problem. Having first year of softball during COVID was pretty bad, because we couldn't do things, we couldn't practice, we couldn't, interact with other people for a while. And as we all know, we had to go remote. So I had to learn online and practice all the time at home. I think that was really, really bad timing, honestly. Just because COVID happened, I think it made the hassle even worse. After that, I played another year of tenure, because I was about 10. I was 8 or 9, so I was playing another year of tenure after that. My dad actually got a cage. If you don't know, I have a cage. There's a little bit of room behind my driveway, because my house is on a hill, so you go up the driveway, and then behind the driveway there's a little bit of area back there before it gets to the woods. So my dad actually went out and bought a cage, a little batting cage for us. He got an L screen. So in the summer, when it's nice out, we put it up and, we go hit. I think that's really when things started to turn around and stopped getting, very difficult. It went smoothly to be able to go outside and hit. And then, I put on some music and stuff, and that's pretty nice. Being that difficult to go to practice definitely is not a good thing, and I'm so glad that I don't do that now. At that point, you don't even play if you don't even want to go to practice. But now I go to everything I can, and I enjoy the game. I really do enjoy softball and everything that it brings. For me, I love going to practice. I love going to tournaments. I love being, the best I can be. And my motto for all of you youngins out there, 1% better every day. You can't fix everything going on, with your swing, your mechanics with fielding, your mechanics with hitting too. You can't fix all of that in one day. Just work at it. It doesn't have to be a lot too. Work at it. If you need to fix something, work at it 15, 30 minutes a day. During that year of tenure, I was on a team. The second year of tenure, I was mostly on a team with kids in my grade and kids that I went to school with. And the first year of tenure, kids were a year older than me. So second year tenure, I kind of had a lot more friends, because most of them went to my school anyways, and we all kind of just developed nice bonds. It was great. I loved the team. I loved the people that were on the team. It was just, by that point, by that summer, when I was playing with them, I kind of realized that, hey, and I talked about this in the last episode, I realized that I did want to play in college, and I after careful consideration, we went to Fusion, tried out for the 12U team, and we made it. I felt terrible for leaving them, but at the same time, I realized, like, if I really want to take this to the next level and actually play in college, I need to do something right now. You know, my dream, I can do that. So I made the hard decision to, you know, leave and go to Fusion. It was tough, you know, playing not playing with the girls I did last year, girls I played with last year, because obviously they go to my school and we're pretty good friends. So I think like I was very open-minded about this, and I ended up loving it. I loved the people I was on a team with. Most of them are still in my life currently. Obviously, like, we've played together for 3 or 4 years. I met some great people. I met some great athletes. That were, you know, amazing people on and off the field. Looking back, I have no regrets on what I, you know, did that year. I'm just grateful. My parents did make me switch from softball to baseball. Obviously, I was like 8, so my parents were like, yeah, like they're getting, you know, the boys are getting stronger. Like, you need to switch over to softball. So it's like girls. It's just girls. So I did. And I didn't really know how I was gonna like it because it was weird. And let me tell you, I had a plastic mask, okay? Like one of these. And let's just say that didn't last long. Speaking about masks, this year is my first year I've stopped wearing a mask. I just go out there. This. I've gotten hit like right under my chin, like my jaw kinda. Like 2 or 3 times. It wasn't even in a game. It was like practice, and the ball just took a weird hop. My parents were like, yeah, you're like 14 now. Stop wearing a mask. So I did. Because at some point you're gonna have to face that fear. You can't wear a mask forever. Like, if you're at like first or third, and like college players don't even do it, but like if you're at first and third, just wear one. Because that's why they're called the hot corners. Or maybe that's just third, I don't really know. As I said, leaving my friends was tough, but I knew I was gonna get not more out of it, but like, I knew I was going to be an even better player moving forward if I switched over to Fusion. Fusion is great. I love it. They get a lot of reps in. They fix what you have to like fix with your swing. For example, when I was swinging, this happened this year, and my swing has completely changed in less than 8 months. I started with my feet shoulder width apart, basically, and I would stride from there. But the problem was, I would like stand up as I was swinging. Like, once I got to contact, I like stood up. So we had to fix that. And now I start with my feet together, stride out. It has been so much better. Like, honestly, it's great. With Fusion, you get a lot out of it, honestly. It's expensive, but like, it's so worth it. Like, we had practice, you know, you have hitting clinics, infield clinics. At the time we had outfield clinics. We don't have that anymore. You know, 12-year-olds can't weightlift. So once you hit 14U, you're starting to weightlift and stuff. They have weightlifting program literally in our facility. You walk in, and it's the weight room. And then the turf field, it was dirt, it's turf now. And then behind the lifting stuff is like 2 cages, 2 tunnels, and then, you know, a couple of nets on like I don't know. It's like 2 like nets, like 4 or 5 nets on one side and like 4 or 5 nets on the other side. It's pretty great. So when I was asked to play 14U as like a 7th grader, everyone else was in 8th grade, I was in 7th. And when I was asked to play, it was weightlifting, and because I was I was like 12 at this point. Okay, wait. So because I was like 12, I can't lift, so I did body weight stuff, and whenever like they did like the bench or something, I'd like use dumbbells. And then the year after that, I was able to lift, so I actually did stuff that, you know, I could actually use the bar and stuff, which is pretty different. I had to get used to it, but now right. So I think that like I've gotten so much out of this. Every winter they do hitting, infield, and speed and agility, which is like this year was the 2nd year that they did that. I think, honestly, in my opinion, the amount of money you're paying for it, like to play, like the amount of money we paid to play here, worth it, honestly. because I've gotten so much better. And there's so many things that they harp on that they didn't harp on, when I was playing in Rotterdam. Like some things that Fusion has taught, like, the players in the organization. Like, for me, when a coach is talking, like, I'm literally locked in on what they're saying. There's just a lot that they harp on, but it's honestly for a good reason. Like, capping off my journey, I think I mentioned this in the last episode. I played baseball. I played rec league baseball for about, like, 3 or 4 years. And then I went to softball to play rec for a year. Played travel and rec for the next, like, 2 years there. And then I went to Fusion and just played there. I played 2 years of 10U, a year of 12U, 2 years of 14U, and a year of 18U, which is right now. Everyone, listen, I said this last time also, everyone's journey is going to be different. Everyone kind of, has their own thing going on. So just honestly, biggest piece of advice that take away from this video, trust the process. Something's going to happen for you, and it's going to be great. In my opinion, making the switch over to Fusion has been the best thing ever. Joining the program to now, like, I have developed so much, like, actually. It's absolutely insane, the amount of growth, the amount of development that I've gone through. Message to all you youngins out there who just watched the episode. Yeah, everyone's path to college is different. It's not everyone is going to be the same. And I harped on this last episode. It's just going to be different for everyone. It's just going to be different. That's the way it is. That's about it for today's episode. Hope you guys did enjoy this episode. That's going to be it for episode 2, a proper intro. I am Kate. This was The Catch with Kate, episode 2, a proper intro. See you guys next time.